Last week we had a look at why and when using a sander for wet felting can make sense, as well as the features you should look for in a sander for wet felting. Today I'd like to talk about how to prepare your wool and your sander. I'd also like to cover this topic of the security measures so that you can feel confident when you bring electricity into an area that is covered with water. So if this is something that interests you, make sure you stay until the end. How to prepare your wool. After you've finished your layout, add water and soap to your wool as usual. But you should make absolutely sure that the wool isn't soaked or dripping. The whole project should be wet, but with as little water as possible. Also, make sure that there's a lot of soap in the wool. You should see some foam on the surface. If there's not enough soap in the fiber, the sander will drag and lift it. You can test on a small sample first. Now, if you tend to be a bit too generous with the amount of water you apply to your fiber, take a dry towel and soak up the excess water. Also, make sure the area around your layouts, as well as anything else you're using, like the piece of plastic you cover your felt with and your hands, are absolutely dry. How to prepare your sander. Some felt makers use hot glue to close the holes in the sander pad and prevent the water from being sucked in. Personally, I don't think it's necessary, since I make sure the sander never comes in contact with water. Instead, I place some bubble wrap on the bottom plate. It's attached to the sander the same way you would attach sandpaper, by using the clamps to hold it in place. Other felt makers may also suggest IKEA drawer mats or even pieces of felt. Any of these materials will protect the sander from water while speeding up the felting process by creating friction. Other safety measures. The bottom line is you need to do everything you can to prevent the sander from coming in contact with water. As we've seen before, make sure your wool isn't soaked or dripping. Check that your work surface is as dry as possible. Keep your hands dry at all times and hold the sander properly. And by this I mean hold the sander on the rubber grip and not on the metal. Cover your project with dry bubble wrap before you start sanding, with the bubbles facing down or with a regular piece of plastic. And make sure there are no holes in your bubble wrap. Another tip about the bubble wrap. Use a piece that is big enough and not a lot of small pieces. I did that once and ended up with bits of plastic flying all over the place because of the air coming out of the sander. Well, what can I say? You can't think of everything, right? And of course, you should take any precaution you would also take with any other machine. Make sure the cord is okay and never in contact with water. And turn off the sander when you don't need it. Finally, let's talk about safety concerning electricity. Some felt makers recommend using a ground fault interrupter. This is a fast-acting safety device designed to shut off electric power within 1/40th of a second to prevent fatal shocks, and is often used in areas where moisture is present, like bathrooms and kitchens. Others just recommend you plug your sander into a grounded plug. These should be present at least in your kitchen and bathroom, but please make sure you know what you have at home. And I think I've covered everything. If you still have questions, feel free to send me an email or leave your questions in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. I've also created a free guide that you can download and print to support you when you decide to go ahead and work with a sander. It's short and to the point, and it includes the safety measures as well as my recommendations for buying a sander, along with a couple of other useful tips. Next week, I'll go on talking about sanders, and I have a surprise experiment for you. If you don't want to miss it, I recommend you subscribe to the channel. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and I'll talk to you next week.